What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we are doing another tune-up for one of our warriors in our wolf pack, and that is Shaztik. Hold on. Shaztik. There we go. I knew I'd butcher it, but I mean, it's Barry things, right? Shaztik. So he is in a very interesting situation on this account. He is transitioning from late game. He's transitioning from mid-late game to late end game, kind of like that borderline between all of it. Really interesting because I was doing some looking around, he already has Dark Sealand 20 done. So really all it comes down to is, where do we go from here? I do see you have some Emily's. I don't think it's worth holding on to that food to try to just finish Fortress Sealand. I just don't think it's worth it. You're going to start smashing Dark Sealand. The big question is, what do we do next? And in my opinion, there's two different routes. Number one, finish Aspen. Get him to E5. Might as well. I mean, he's so close. He'll help you out in Aspen Dungeon as well. He'll do okay in PvP. Nothing amazing, though. The other option is honestly just put him on pause and start using all this 9-star food to make 10 stars. And 9 stars, of course, and get this Ada leveled up. I did notice you have 4 Adas in the bag. You got 1 carry too. I didn't notice that. Cool. But yeah, I would focus probably on getting this Ada up to E5. It'll help you a lot in PvP. It'll help you in Aspen Dungeon. Because I don't know if you watch June as well, but Aspen Dungeon can be a ton of fun to play in this game. I know a lot of people just smash right through it, get the rewards, and they're just completely done with it for the week. But you have a strong lineup. If you had an Ada, an Aspen, a Penny, a Drake, I mean, that's a pretty solid lineup. It sounds fun to me. You're not going to be pushing for like light Sealand or anything. You need Russells. But yeah, it's pretty good. The one hero out of this entire lineup that I would say has no use really anymore is Horus. I did notice in Tower of Oblivion, you're already past the Mim wave at 607. So he's kind of served his purpose for the most part on this account. You've got Sealand 18 done in Shadow. I mean, Horus is food, but he's also good. The one thing I will note on this account, you have tons of resources. You have so much gold, so much spirit, so much dust, even promotion stones. Good Lord, I wish I had those. You do have 333 feathers. There are a couple options for recommendations. So, of course, deciding if you really want Aspen, that's one thing to consider. Getting Ada up is probably the next best thing as well. But there's a third option I want to bring out, and that is swapping Penny out for Sherlock copies. So, I notice you don't have any here right now, but you do have one from the Heroic Miracle. And then, of course, you do have... How many copies is that? 60, 120, 240. So you got like, what, 5 copies pretty much? Almost 6 copies. Yeah. Once you do the Prophet Orb event, you should be able to do... You got 150, but you have, what's this? 40 more there, 190. You should be able to do at least 240, so 3 loops, which means you should be able to get 3 Sherlocks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can potentially have all the Sherlock copies next month if you save up your Prophet Orbs and go all in on those Sherlock copies. One thing I would consider would be to swap Penny. So Penny is another hero that her usefulness does drop off. I was hoping you were going to have Universal Crystal Shards to grab a Rui Scepter this month. Next week from campaign. But sadly, you can't unless you spend. But it doesn't look like you're much of a spender at VIP 6, so yeah. It would be great, but I do notice the one thing on this account is the lack of pay-to-win artifacts, because of course they are hard to get if you're not a spender. You got to try to pick your events wisely to get what you need. But I mean, that is the one thing that I won't say is holding you back, but prevents you from competing as much. But I mean, we all kind of know that. We already all know that. So, I mean... This one, I feel like we need to revisit. We're going to give you just this quick little tune-up today. And then we're going to revisit this one at the Sherlock event like we're doing for a lot of accounts, because when the Sherlock event comes, everybody's using their profit orbs, and that's when the progress is going to happen. So in my opinion right here, Scary, Penny, Emily, Field, Odio 1, every one of these is food. If you want to finish that Aspen, go ahead, finish him off. Although I don't know if you had copies. Did you? No copies. So if anything, I would just leave Aspen there, honestly, and I would use these 4 Ada copies and start leveling up this Ada. I know you have a ton of dummies in here too for Fortress, so hopefully that will help you make more food copies up as you get more event. I mean, you got a decent amount of food. You could probably make, you could probably make almost all the food right now that you need to make Ada E5. I would make Ada E5 your next project before the Sherlock Profit Orb event. And then once Sherlock comes out, get with me, we'll talk about it. I do think swapping Penny would be a good idea. I really, really do. And then honestly, you could save this other Penny. Nah. We'll talk about it at that point. There's a lot of options for you to do. Your main core is decent, but of course the 2 out of this entire lineup that are the lackluster ones are the Penny and Horus in PvP. Even the Aspen can be better than them, in my opinion, in this type of team. The other thing is slowly keep building that carry up. I do notice you have 1 dark 6-star, so that's good. Not much food, so you're gonna have to be a little patient. Probably at Profit Orb event, you'll get a chance to do that, to get more dark fodder. And then you can get her up to 10-star and then build carry up as well. So yeah, something to consider. Let me know what you think. Definitely hit me up and just remind me, hey Barry, you gotta do my Profit Orb. Yeah, I'll do the Profit Orbs too if you want. We'll open them. We've had some good streamer luck with Sherlock lately. So yeah. If you want me to do it, let me know, but we will revisit this account. Don't worry, even if you're not a warrior by then, it's fine. We will take care of it. I want to make sure we get you on the right path. So hopefully this is a little bit helpful. Hopefully gives you a game plan for the next month, and I'll see you guys next time.